Hey, ready, MP.
Hottest team in the land coming through.
Be sure to attend the next game so you can take part in our special giveaway. Each and every one of you will get your own Squad poster.
And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters, these guys getting all set for tip-off. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the NBA on Thursday night. We're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs against the Portland Trailblazers. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Fewer options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 injuries, one of their stars out. It's all about how you respond to adversity.
And Grant, for each of these teams, wins have been tough to come by lately.
No doubt. That creates a little bit of added pressure, too. So the last thing a struggling team wants to do is lose to an opponent in the same situation.
And coming into the season, MP was very open about his motivation. He wants to prove he's the best rookie in the class.
Well, you love the extra work MP has been putting in at practice and in the film room. He's talked about how he wants to grow faster, and I can certainly say I'm excited to watch how MP develops.
All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. We've got Scoot Henderson. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Avdia, and it's Kamare in at the 3 slot. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Pacers, they're making moves up the standings, claiming that 4th spot.
When I look at Portland, they've been giving their all in every game, eager to show those who doubted them that they're capable of being the top team.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
Here's Castle. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
And good to see Castle capitalizing from the mid-range. He knows he needs to keep hitting these shots.
Oh, got that one up quick. Coffey's got 9 points. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And for an up-and-coming San Antonio Spurs team, Grant, what's the key for them in your mind?
I'd have to say, B.A., that it's patience. You know, young guys need time to develop their game and learn from experience. You can't expect people to become stars overnight. A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
On offense, here is San Antonio. 8-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
And guys, it really was a thrilling duel all the way to the end. You hated to see anyone walk away the loser.
A loss is a loss, but some of them hurt more than others. You just hope the extended overtime minutes didn't zap their energy for this game.
And San Antonio has possession. Vassell passes to Sohan. 6 to shoot. The 3 is up. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
Fox for 3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And when Fox, he's hitting consistently from deep, it opens up the floor for him and his teammates.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Greg Popovich had a few moments to share with me. How they'll go about defending DeAndre Ayton came up, and Coach told me once Ayton gets deep, it's too late. We need to find him early and not let him set up down low. Push him out to the line. That's a lot to be pushing around with Ayton being as big as they come, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Coffey can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 7. Here's Castle. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And his assist numbers were remarkable as well. His play is crucial to this team's success. And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
And the basket by Coffee.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Pass to Castle. Vassell with it. Sohan outside. Castle for three. Drains the triple. Castle's got 5 now.
And how's that for a response? Castle coming back with the revenge 3.
Here's Coffee. And the layup is good off the glass.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Both teams will make substitutions. And taking a look at last year's stats. Here were the players that led the way in terms of steals. You take a look at Fox. Better be careful around him when you have the ball. The league leader in steals. And, of course, Matisse Thybulle, he's right in the conversation. A guy who will swipe the ball from you. Top 5.
These two struck fear into their opponents last year. Able to force so many steals, they're a problem for opposing offenses.
Pass to Coffee. This one for 3. He drops it from range. Coffee's got 22 points.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
And the Spurs with some changes. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Mamukelashvili. And Branham subbed in for Fox. And also a switch here for Portland. Simons is checked in for Henderson. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Paul. Wembanyama screen. Out left to the wing. Here's Branham. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Trailblazers lead by 10. Here's Coffee. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Simons against Paul. And he lobs it up top. Here's Coffee. It'll count. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Portland going into the break up 12. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Portland.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second. They've got Shaedon Sharpe, Denny Avdia out there with Klingon. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Coffee in at the shooting guard position. Outside Barnes. Pass to Johnson. The 3 is up. And Klingon pulls it down. Portland leading by 12. And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Outside Paul. Shoots over Simons. Portland with a rebound.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Coffee's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, "My hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete." I can get so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind.
Passion and patience. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Another three for Portland.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Spurs. They trail by 18. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And in a series of the have-nots last year, they came out on the losing end, really looking for some improvement here. It's turned into a showdown here, dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
And the basket by Coffey.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Pass to Champagny. Fires the three. Coffey grabs the board. Portland leading by 17. 4-3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. For San Antonio, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Here's Champagny. All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the three ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And Coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense, shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Fox outside. Pass to Castle. Takes the three. It doesn't go for him. Now Portland with it. They're on a 13-3 run. Coffey can't get it to go.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And Fox, here we go. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Here's Coffey. No good on the triple. Spurs trail by 18. We've got 1:23 left in the second period. From deep. Again, the miss by the Spurs. For Portland, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. And the three-pointer goes.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Vassell outside. Back to Fox. The three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one. And that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
Puts it up from 12. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
Pass to Kamari. Here's Coffey. The three. And again, it's Portland with a three.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Fox with the ball. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Houston.
He didn't make it all about himself. His passing was sharp, and he kept everyone involved.
3 on the clock. Gets the three ball to go. Castle's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so it's Portland with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Portland Trail Blazers.
The defense should get a talk. They've been getting splashed on all game, and I'm just sitting back watching the show.
And as great as they've been, the show still has a second act. It can all change in a flash.
Can you say splash on TV?
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
Checking out the Trailblazers. Right now, a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their timing back.
Yeah, plenty of adjustments in the early stages. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, the Spurs shooting 32% for this game, not what they're hoping for. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Vassell in at the 3. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. And it's Fox missing.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Coffey. Misses the 3. On offense, here is San Antonio. Pass to Fox. And here's Wembanyama. Here's Castle. And he gets it to go. Castle's got 10 points.
And for a guard, Castle loves to take his game in deep and challenge those bigger defenders.
There's the triple. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
And yes, another basket.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Here's Fox. Ball stolen. Now the Blazers moving it up. Knocks it loose. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. Sharp, he's checked in for Kamara.
Blazer substitution. Number 17, Shaden Sharp.
Here's Vassell. No points yet. Fox surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. Off with the layup. Portland has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
And so it's Abdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. Here's Coffey. Nails it from beyond the arc. Coffey's got 55.
Leading scorer on the night, and he looks very hungry for more. Keep feeding him. Operation Feed the Horse.
Henderson against Fox. Pass to Castle. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Coffey. Lets it go from deep. Good. Another from 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Back to Fox. Here's Wembanyama. He's covered by Ayton. Pass to Castle. A shot to stop the run. San Antonio again missing. The Trailblazers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Coffey. Good. He hits again.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Sohan outside. Vassell, a screen on Avdia. Sohan. San Antonio again can't hit.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Hits the trifecta.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
50 seconds left in the third quarter. Castle for three. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Coffey. No good on the three. San Antonio's gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling.
What a statement from Castle tonight, proving to the league he's going to be a problem for years to come.
And the basket by Coffey. Coffey's got 18 points in just the second half.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Fox, that's good.
You look at Fox now compared to when he entered the league, he is so much more physical.
For Portland, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Vassell against Sharp. Vassell passes to Sohan. And no good. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers just dominating the opposition as they maintain a 36-point advantage. And their three-point shooting. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
And the ability to drop.
Last 2 minutes report on games. Richard, how do you think the players feel about this?
I can tell you how I feel. I don't like the 2-minute report. I think it does absolutely nothing to help